There are a couple of methods to address the Excel spreadsheet's password protection so that it can be used on an HP Jornada. Firstly, the simplest approach is to contact the website administrator or the author of the Calc Flash calculator. Explain the need to use the calculator on the HP Jornada and request the password directly. Secondly, if contacting the author isn't feasible or doesn't yield a password, a more technical approach involves using a Visual Basic for Applications, or VBA, script to attempt to remove the password. This method requires access to a desktop computer, either Windows or Mac, with Excel installed. Start by opening the password-protected Excel spreadsheet on the desktop computer. Next, access the Visual Basic Editor, or VBE, within Excel. To do this, click on the Developer tab in the top ribbon. If the Developer tab is not visible, you may need to enable it in Excel's options. Once the Developer tab is visible, click on Visual Basic to open the Visual Basic Editor. In the left pane of the VBE, locate and double-click on this workbook to open its code window. This is where the VBA script will be pasted. Paste the following VBA code into the code window. Remove password dim protected as boolean dim password as string protected equals this workbook. As password if protected, then password equals input box parenthesis enter password to unprotect the workbook colon end parenthesis end if not protected, or password equals this workbook. Password then this workbook. Unprotect password MSG box space quotation password removed successfully period quotation else MSG box space quotation incorrect password period quotation end if end sub. After pasting the code, execute it by clicking on the Run button in the VBE or pressing the F5 key. The script will first check if the workbook is password protected. If it is, an input box will appear prompting for the password. If you know the password, enter it. If the password entered is correct, the script will unprotect the workbook and display a message box confirming the successful removal of the password. If the password is unknown or incorrect, an error message will be displayed. After the workbook has been successfully unprotected, save the changes to the Excel file. Now, you should be able to copy the unlocked spreadsheet to the HP Jornada without being prompted for a password. Before attempting to remove the password, it is crucial to create a backup of the original spreadsheet. This ensures that you have a working copy of the file in case something goes wrong during the password removal process. If the VBA macro does not work, consider exploring third-party tools designed for removing Excel passwords. These tools might offer a more automated or advanced method for bypassing the password protection. However, it's important to exercise caution when using third-party tools, as some may contain malware or compromise the security of your data. Always download and use software from reputable sources. It is important to be aware of the legal and ethical considerations associated with removing password protection from Excel spreadsheets. Removing the password may violate the license agreement or copyright of the spreadsheet, especially if it was obtained from a third party. Only remove the password if you have the right to do so.